Guys, welcome back to our channel and thank you so much for watching this video today. I will have to be focused because there is a lot I want to explain to you here. And please, if you really want to go to Europe, if you really want to travel this 2024, I would encourage you to first of all watch this video to the end, then click the like button and share the video to at least one family member, because this way you are also helping to teach somebody something who doesn't know. Now I'm going to be breaking it slowly. I will start first of all with Canada. A lot of people seems not to understand the study abroad journey, and I am here to make sure that you succeed. If you succeed today, you are succeeding for your family and I will be happy. So I'm here to explain the details again once more. Let's start with Canada. First, if you want to study in Canada, I have always emphasized that it is best for you to choose the college, especially if you are a member of the broke community. I am the chairman, that is why I'm explaining this. Now, how does it benefit you if you are studying in a college and not a university? In university, for example, if you are going for masters, which is going to last 2 years, there is a lot of work when it comes to thesis, because there is no way you are going to run away from thesis. Well, you may be doing something which is not research based. Even if you are doing project, you will still do the work. Thesis is so tedious, and sometimes when you are doing data analysis, you give it a lot of time, and with this you may not be able to work and put some extra cash in your pocket. Whereas you were in a college, you would have some time off. You may even get a possibility of getting coop work experience in a college, and of course you already know some few dollars will enter into your pocket, and maybe before you know, your stability or your brokenness would change. Of course, you already understand what I mean. We need the cash. Now again, if you want to study in Canada, you should understand that when you get admissions, you have to pay a tuition deposit, and depending on the school or on the school you apply to, there is something called tuition deposit, which is not the same in every school. A school like correct.Do College will ask you for 1.5 and give you 30 days to pay your tuition, half of your tuition. Meanwhile, a school like Seneca will ask you probably $8,000 for deposit, and a school like New Brunswick Community College will ask you 500, and NSCC Nova Scotia Community College will ask you 1,000 for deposit. A school like Quadland Polytechnic will ask you for 5,000 deposit, but which is refundable. But some of these schools like New Brunswick Community College, correct.Do, and the rest, they are not refundable. So the procedure is different, and you have to put this into consideration. Remember, proof of funds is your entire tuition fee. Well, according to IRCC, it is just your 1 year tuition fee, but I will encourage you to make sure you have your entire tuition fee. That is point number one. Then your living cost money of $20,635 plus extras for miscellaneous or flight ticket, which is equivalent to $5,000. Then that should be your proof of funds. I hope you understand. Now, this is for Canada. Visa officer is interested to see this amount in a bank account, and remember, they always want that this money is readily available and accessible to you. So put all these things together if you are applying to Canada. There are a lot of colleges, a lot of universities in Canada. Now for USA, I just want to chip in 1 or 2 here. If you gain an admissions and this admissions is not scholarship, it may be difficult for you to get visa from my country. I'm not talking now based on other countries. I'm only talking on my country. Those who follow me here, they know where I come from. The reason is because the visa officer probably thinks that you may not be able to push through with the program if you do not have a scholarship. Well, I do not know why it is this way, but please, if you must apply for a US student visa, make sure you are going for a fully funded scholarship for a master's or PhD or even a bachelor's program. But I know it's going to be scarce to get full funding for bachelor's, but some people do get at least 80% of what they want. Leave USA and we now move to Europe. I will start with Germany. If you didn't know, Germany is still tuition free up till May 2024, and as of September 2024, Germany is going to introduce tuition fee. But again, probably the blocked account is going to increase, or maybe you are going to pay a tuition fee aside of the blocked account. I hope you understand. Remember, there are some schools that you may not apply using Uni Assist, and with Uni Assist you still need to pay a tuition deposit. So all these things, you need to put them into consideration. Going to Norway, it is not possible to apply now for Norway. Remember, for Germany, admissions is still open. Canada, admissions is still open. For Norway, it is closed as I speak to you, and Norway has introduced tuition fee, and the tuition fee is not small money. So before you even apply to schools in Norway, please make sure you evaluate yourself, re-evaluate yourself before you start the application. It is very important. Away from Germany, let's go to Austria. Austria is another country which is also flexible. I was talking to one of my followers yesterday who just landed in Austria, but you have to understand that the day-to-day language in Austria is not English, but of course you are going to interact with people who can actually speak English. I will advise you that if you are moving to Austria, you should try to see if you can study the language, the German language, because that is the language in Austria. But now, is it easy to gain admissions into Austria? Yes. Why is it easy? Because there are a lot of schools in Austria. And is Austria affordable and very good? Yes, Austria is affordable. Most of their state universities will charge you just 726 euros, and of course 22 euros for semester contribution, making everything for 749 euros, around that area. But not every school, because there are some schools who will still charge you 363 euros. But with Austria, you need to legalize your documents before you apply for admissions, or legalize documents, you may not get these admissions. Even if they are to give you the admissions, they might tell you to legalize the documents. So I always insist in my videos that make sure you get your documents legalized before you proceed with Austrian application. And remember that at the end of the day, you will still go for legalization. So what you basically need to do is to go for certification, then legalization, then in fact they call the process authentication, because after the ministries have done it, you will now take it to the Austrian embassy or competent authorities for them to do verification before you apply. And during visa application, you can now do legalization at the level of the embassy itself. So this is how Austria is. And remember, proof of funds have increased. For you to study in Austria, if you are 24 years and below, or if you are above 24 years, if you are moving with couples or with children as well, there is a particular fee or amount you need to have in your bank account, and it must be a bank account before you can proceed. So please remember all of this. Now, let's take a look at other countries like Lithuania. Lithuania, the laws are changing every day. Last year, the Lithuanian government introduced the residence permit, that there was no visa anymore at the level of the embassy in Egypt, but they brought the idea of the temporary residence permit, which means that to move to Lithuania, you need to go to one of these countries, Dubai, Lebanon, or Jordan, and get the temporary residence permit. But application is done online, and it is called the Migri. They call it the Migri website. So a lot of people go through this means, and it's somehow complicated for international students. Remember, first of all, when you gain admissions, you have to pay a tuition deposit before you can be given a final letter where you are going to now put. Remember, when you now arrange your bank statement and everything, and you apply for visa, this is how it is. And please, you have to put all this into consideration. Also remember that after this, you are going to go to the various countries I mentioned before for your residence permit to be given to you with the documents you uploaded online, so that they can equally be verified. So this is the process. And now, as I'm talking to you and as you are watching this video, a lot of changes have come in, and it shows that now, instead of you doing just one legalization, you equally need to ship your documents to Lithuania for them to verify if the documents are actually true. So this is a new development. I'm going to bring details very soon about this update. Now, another option for you to check is Poland. But again, is it easy for Poland? No, because appointments is very difficult, especially in West Africa, especially like a country like Cameroon. So please avoid Poland if you're a Cameroonian or Nigerian because of appointment issues. Some people are still getting it, but I do not know how they are getting the appointments. Well, let's see how the process goes because they are saying that there is a new government coming in place. Probably the system is going to change or something. Now, when it goes to Germany, the same procedure arises, but a lot of people are still facing it. Like, if you want to apply and move to Germany, you have to be on two lists, either list A or list B. But at the end of the day, even list A's candidates still don't get appointments. You can check what list A or list B is at the level of the German embassy's website. Then, another thing is for Czech Republic, if you are not a recent graduate, like if you graduated 3 years ago, it might be difficult for you somehow to get appointment because they favor newcomers from university or from high school. But again, your school may play a very important part here, and you can talk with your school, and it depends on the school again. Remember, after admissions you have to pay tuition deposit. Same thing, all right? Almost all the European countries pay a tuition deposit before they can proceed with the visa application. Remember that when you gain admissions in Czech Republic, something they call legalization and verification of your documents. I have explained this many times on YouTube videos, so please, you can check those videos and watch them so as to understand all the big or little things we mentioned. Another country I want to emphasize on, if you have some money, you should also understand that appointment somehow is a problem if the embassy is crowded before you go for visa application, is Slovakia. A lot of people do not know, but Slovakia is not an English speaking country, but to get a national visa or a study visa to Slovakia, you need to go through Kenya. Do you get it? Do you just go and get the visa? No, you have to follow due process and the procedures involved. So please check all of these things so that you know what you are going to do later on. If you have money and have done legalization for your documents, I would encourage you to check Austria. And another one I was forgetting, but this one needs a blocked account, is called Belgium. There are a lot of schools in Belgium, and if you take a look at some of these schools, you are going to realize that there is one thing in common: tuition fee, which is very cheap. So please, you may consider applying to schools in Belgium because they are quite affordable, and there are a lot of student jobs in all these countries, almost all these countries I mentioned. If you are serious in Europe, you will always work, not like those who are lazy. If you are lazy, just forget about it. It's a general video. You may even consider Switzerland if you have your money. Remember, Switzerland is also a blocked account, and you need to have like 21,000 Swiss franc in your account or 18,000 in a local bank account. Of course, in fact, just get an amount of money equivalent to $18,000 upwards, or 18,000 Swiss franc upwards to like 21,000 Swiss franc, because this is the bare minimum you need to the maximum in order to study in Switzerland, and a whole lot of others. I will be bringing more updates. Please remember, tuition fee in Estonia have increased, and as I speak to you, admissions is currently taking place in Finland. The joint application is open, so make sure you put an eye on all of this and see if it can be better in the future. Till we meet again in another one. Bye.